What is Bitcoin, and why does it matter? Bitcoin isn't just digital money. It's a groundbreaking technology that challenges how we think about finance, trust, and decentralization. In Mastering Bitcoin, Programming the Open Blockchain, renowned educator Andreas Antonopoulos takes us under the hood of Bitcoin to explore how it works, why it works, and what it can achieve. Whether you're a developer, an enthusiast, or simply curious, Antonopoulos explains Bitcoin with precision and clarity. Let's begin by understanding the core of this innovation, the blockchain. Part 1. The foundations of Bitcoin. At its core, Bitcoin is digital money. Unlike traditional money issued by governments or banks, Bitcoin is decentralized. It's not controlled by any single entity, but runs on a network of computers spread across the globe. To understand what makes Bitcoin unique, we need to explore its foundation, the blockchain. Imagine a giant notebook shared by thousands of people. Every time someone adds a new page, everyone else checks it to make sure it's accurate. Once the page is approved, it's locked in forever. This is the blockchain, a decentralized, immutable ledger that records every Bitcoin transaction. Andreas Antonopoulos describes it as a trustless system, meaning you don't have to trust a bank or intermediary. The network itself guarantees accuracy through cryptography and consensus. Because every transaction is verified by thousands of nodes, it's nearly impossible to alter past records. This makes blockchain incredibly secure and transparent. Part 2. How Bitcoin works. To interact with Bitcoin, you need a digital identity made up of two cryptographic keys, a public key and a private key. Think of the public key as your email address. It's what you share with others to receive Bitcoin. The private key, on the other hand, is like your password. It's secret and allows you to access and send your Bitcoin. This combination of keys creates a Bitcoin address, which functions like a bank account number. However, unlike a traditional bank, no personal information is tied to your Bitcoin address, providing a level of privacy. A Bitcoin transaction is like sending a message. You use your private key to sign the transaction, proving you own the funds. The transaction is then broadcast to the network, where miners and nodes validate it before adding it to the blockchain. Once it's on the blockchain, the transaction is final and cannot be reversed. Mining is the process that powers the Bitcoin network. Miners are like accountants competing to solve a complex mathematical puzzle. The first miner to solve the puzzle gets to add a new block of transactions to the blockchain and is rewarded with newly created Bitcoin. This process not only secures the network, but also regulates the creation of new coins. Every 4 years, the mining reward is halved, making Bitcoin increasingly scarce over time. This mechanism ensures that Bitcoin's supply remains limited, mimicking the scarcity of gold. Part 3. The technical backbone of Bitcoin. One of Bitcoin's most revolutionary features is decentralization. Instead of relying on a central authority like a bank, Bitcoin operates on a network of nodes, computers running the Bitcoin software. These nodes work together to maintain the blockchain, verify transactions, and secure the network. This decentralized design makes Bitcoin resilient. Even if some nodes go offline, the network continues to operate. It's like having a puzzle where every piece is replicated thousands of times. No single piece is critical to the whole. Bitcoin's security relies on cryptography, a field of mathematics that protects information. Each transaction is secured using advanced algorithms that are virtually impossible to break. Think of it as a digital safe with a combination so complex that even the fastest computers would take millions of years to crack. Bitcoin's consensus mechanism ensures everyone agrees on the state of the blockchain. Miners and nodes validate transactions through a process called proof of work, where computational effort is required to solve mathematical puzzles. This prevents bad actors from adding fraudulent transactions to the blockchain. Part 4. Real-world applications of Bitcoin. Bitcoin isn't just for tech enthusiasts. It has real-world applications, especially in regions where traditional banking is inaccessible or unreliable. With just a smartphone, anyone can send or receive Bitcoin, participate in global trade, or preserve their wealth in a secure digital form. In countries experiencing hyperinflation, Bitcoin serves as a lifeline. Its fixed supply and resistance to government manipulation make it a stable store of value in unstable economies. Bitcoin's blockchain is also programmable, enabling smart contracts, self-executing agreements with no need for intermediaries. This opens the door to decentralized applications, from peer-to-peer lending to supply chain management. Part 5. The philosophy of Bitcoin. Antonopoulos emphasizes that Bitcoin is open source, meaning anyone can study, modify, or build on its code. This transparency fosters innovation and ensures that Bitcoin remains a tool for everyone, not just a privileged few. Bitcoin challenges centralized systems of power. It's not just about money. It's about giving people control over their financial lives. In a world where trust in institutions is waning, Bitcoin offers a decentralized alternative. Conclusion: Mastering Bitcoin. In Mastering Bitcoin, Andreas Antonopoulos provides not just a technical guide, but a vision for a decentralized future. Whether you're a programmer exploring Bitcoin's code, an investor curious about its mechanics, or a dreamer envisioning a fairer financial system, this book is your roadmap. Bitcoin is more than a currency. It's a movement toward financial freedom, transparency, and innovation. The open blockchain is a frontier waiting to be explored. Are you ready to master it?